Long ago, in a distant mountain valley, there lived a wise sage, deeply knowledgeable in the ways of the universe. This teacher was renowned far beyond his village for his ability to see what was hidden from ordinary eyes. One day, students and villagers came to him to understand why their efforts weren't leading to success, why life seemed stuck despite all their hard work. Gathering everyone around him, the teacher said, "When it seems like nothing in life is working, when your efforts appear to vanish into nothingness, don't think you are a failure or that the universe is against you. This is a sign. It's time to change your approach so the universe can give you everything you deserve." The crowd fell silent in anticipation. Everyone knew that behind the teacher's words always lay a profound truth. He began his lesson, using examples from everyday life and drawing on ancient Buddhist teachings of karma, meditation, and inner harmony. 1. Stop struggling and start letting go. The first thing you need to understand, the teacher began, is that most people waste all their energy struggling against circumstances. They try to maintain control over everything that happens, but this is a mistake. In Buddhism, we are taught that suffering comes from attachment, from the desire to control outcomes. When you face a situation where nothing is working, it's a sign to let go. Not give up, but let go. Reflecting, one of the students asked, "Teacher, but how can we just let go of a situation? Won't that lead to failure?" The teacher smiled and replied, "You think letting go means losing, but it's not so. Imagine you are swimming against the current of a river, trying to reach the shore. You're exhausted, and the current is too strong. Instead of fighting it, try letting the river carry you. It will naturally guide you to where you need to be." The same is true in life. By letting go of a situation, you allow the universe to take you to your true purpose. This principle can be seen in the lives of many people. A successful entrepreneur once shared how his business was on the brink of collapse. He did everything possible to save it, but eventually decided it was time to let go. Once he stopped controlling every detail, unexpected opportunities came into his life. Within months, his company rose to a new level of success he never imagined. 2. Gratitude for the present moment. Then the teacher continued, "The second step is gratitude. In Buddhist teachings, it is said that conscious gratitude is the key to abundance. Most people suffer because their focus is on what they lack. They think about the future or the past, failing to see the value in the present moment. But if you want the universe to start helping you, you must begin with gratitude for what you already have." A young woman, struggling with depression due to failed relationships, asked, "How can I be grateful when my life is full of pain and disappointment?" The teacher looked at her with compassion and said, "Start small. Be thankful for your ability to breathe, to see the sunlight, to feel warmth. Even in the darkest of situations, there is always something to be grateful for. This shifts your inner state. When you focus on gratitude, you open the door to a flow of abundance." The students began to grasp the power of his words. One of them shared an example from his own life. "I always thought I was plagued by misfortune until I started practicing daily gratitude for the simplest things: my health, food on my table, friends. And then I noticed how my state of mind changed. Soon, I started seeing opportunities that I had overlooked before." 3. Find stillness within. The teacher went on, the next step is to find stillness within. Often, when life seems stuck, it's because our minds are overloaded. We chase goals, worry about failures, and in this noise, we lose the ability to hear our inner voice. Buddhism teaches that peace and mindfulness open the path to true understanding and decision-making. A middle-aged man, working day and night to provide for his family, asked, "How can I find stillness when my mind is constantly busy?" The teacher replied, "Meditation is the key. You don't need to dedicate hours to it. Just sit in silence for a few minutes every day. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. In the stillness of your mind, the answers you've been searching for will begin to emerge. You'll find that solutions come naturally when you stop seeking them with tension." This principle is illustrated in the story of a famous scientist. He spent years trying to solve a complex problem, but despite all his efforts, there was no progress. One day, he decided to stop overthinking and simply relax. In this state of calm, the solution came to him effortlessly, and he made one of the most significant discoveries of his career. 4. Start giving to receive. The teacher looked at his students and said, "The fourth step is to start giving." In Buddhism, there is the law of karma. Whatever you give returns to you many times over. But many mistakenly think this only applies to material things. In reality, you can give your time, kindness, attention, and energy. One student exclaimed, "But teacher, I have nothing to give. How can I possibly give anything?" The teacher calmly replied, "You always have the ability to give your attention and care. This is the most powerful form of generosity. When you do something for others without expecting anything in return, you set in motion a chain that will bring back the universe's generosity to you." This principle is perfectly illustrated by the story of a well-known philanthropist who started small. He didn't help others with money, but with his time and advice. Years later, his career took off, and he was able to create a foundation that now helps thousands of people. But he always said his success began the moment he started giving to others without expecting anything in return. 5. Act, but without attachment to the outcome. The teacher raised his hand to gather attention and said, "The last, but equally important step is to act without attachment to the results." Buddhism teaches that the desire for specific outcomes is a source of suffering. Your task is to do everything within your power, but not to become attached to the outcome. A woman, aspiring for career success, asked, "Teacher, how can I act without caring about the result? Isn't the result what we all strive for?" The teacher replied, "You don't have to give up your goal, but you shouldn't make it the source of your happiness. If you become attached to a specific outcome, disappointment will inevitably follow. Act with all your energy, but don't make the result the measure of your success. When you let go of expectations, you allow the universe to manifest itself in the best possible way." A perfect example of this is the story of an actress who spent years trying to make it in the film industry. She took minor roles, never losing faith, but at one point realized she needed to release her attachment to specific outcomes. The moment she stopped judging herself by the roles she received, her talent was recognized, and she landed the lead in a major film that made her a star. Trust in the universe's process. The teacher concluded his lesson, looking at his students with a wise smile. When nothing in life seems to work, it's not a punishment. It's an opportunity for growth. The universe is always working in your favor, but you need to learn to trust its processes. Follow these steps. Let go, be grateful, find stillness, give, and act without attachment, and you'll see how everything changes. What once seemed impossible will begin to align, and the universe will give you everything you need. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends and family so they too can benefit from the power. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, stay vibrant and healthy.